So you know what that means.
That's 15.
That's 15. All right, let's get started. Welcome to the Rap Cave Podcast. It's your boy Biirdie. As you can see, I'm Dr. Evil. This number 2. And we got a good set panel today with me. I got my boy Bryce Too Nice. We got my boy Zay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yes, sir.
We got my boy Zeus. We out here. AP on the ones and twos.
Yes, sir.
You see him? You see him?
We're missing a very crucial part of this podcast today, as everyone might be able to
Feels quiet.
put together. It feels quiet a lot. It's a lot less tall.
It's a
little darker over here too.
It's a dark corner.
It's a little melanated over here too.
You know
If you
what I'm
don't,
saying?
you know what I'm saying?
You know we gotta do the traditional. I gotta call my boy.
Give him a call.
I gotta call my boy.
That is fun. I didn't even put that together.
Yeah. That's the
Call
first
my
thing I
boy.
thought when we all sat down. I was like, damn, Chris.
If he too drunk, I'm hanging up though, cause he be irritating.
I feel like he might not have service though. I don't know.
Where's he at again? I forgot what he was doing.
John shit.
John shit.
John Johnson.
What they got going on?
Throw the whole government out.
Cabin shit.
Oh, I
He
didn't
ain't
know that was
answer.
this weekend.
He ain't answer. That's on him.
Hey, bro.
You want
You
to
try?
go tomorrow?
Shout out.
I'm going up tomorrow if you want to go with me.
Oh, you going to the wedding or whatever?
I'm going to the wedding from, that's like 10 to really 3, but I might leave it like 1, and I'm going straight up north, yeah.
I think I'm hanging out with Justin, so I think, I don't know. I'm portrayed. Who all up there? Don't even worry about it.
All
We'll
right,
talk
we
about
getting
it.
too
Yeah,
crazy.
We'll talk about it,
man. Listen.
We'll have a whole ass conversation. Putting out there like you. You're like, he said, where are we going?
All right,
with this?"
listen.
All right,
listen,
yeah, let's
listen.
reel it in.
We got reel it in. Y'all making me look like a bad host out here, man. Hold up. Let me
No,
tighten up.
that's my fault, but we know a lot of
Let me
people.
tighten up.
Yeah.
But, fellas, we got the intro here. We got Dave Blunts
Gosh.
Anytime he comes up, it's something.
announcing he will be standing a whole concert. There will be no couch.
God forbid.
No couch for him to sit on. He gonna be on
That's a lot to ask.
literally standing on business.
He gonna be leaning on the stage.
He announced that
Knees wiggling on
he announced the paramedics gonna be right there. Usually they at every concert, right?
Yeah.
Usually be the paramedics there anyways.
You
But
don't want a Travis Scott situation, or
Yeah.
it gets from his case. If he falls over, that's gonna be the
Yeah.
same thing as 7 people getting trampled. So
Well, that's
speaking of falling over, he announced that he was gonna be crowd surfing.
nope.
he's been saying this for a minute that he wanted to do.
Crowd surfing.
I
That's
don't know how they think physics work. There's only so many people holding, and they got their hands in the air.
Yo, this is gonna be the first. This is gonna be the first show where
is
nobody
he
buys.
actually gonna be able to
forces.
move
No.
through the crowd? Like, is they actually gonna be able to move him to the next person?
Yo, if
Y'all
you buy
think-
floor seats, you ask for that.
Yo, that's hey, listen. All I know is if I'm one of them kids out there and I get crushed by this nigga, I'm suing.
Oh yeah,
I'm suing.
we're gonna have a Netflix documentary in
can't
2
sue,
years.
I'm
bro.
suing.
You can't sue, bro. You bought the ticket. You knew what you
The
signed
fuck
up
that got to
for.
do with him diving off the stage on top of me?
He told everybody already. He's like, this is pretty much a warning. If you come to my show, I'm diving on you niggas, bro.
This is the first concert that don't nobody want to be front row. Dog.
yeah, for real. This is I'm saying this is the only concert I will purchase the nosebleeds fast.
So
Yo.
he was on. If you guys know what the Bad Friends podcast is with Andrew Santino, Bobby Lee, and he said on there. This was probably like 2 months ago, maybe. He was like, "Yeah, I'm a stage dive at one of my things," and they started laughing. And he goes, "What's funny?"
Oh,
And it's like,
I mean, if he
bro,
don't wait,
let's
first
be
off,
realistic.
come on now.
you know what the fuck is funny.
I know.
he knows too.
And like Bobby Lee was like, I mean, like that. And he was like, "No, my fans got me."
What?
Man,
First
Got
off,
what, nigga? What do you mean?
listen, and I'm starting to like Dave Blunts like as a personality because like he funny as hell for real, and he like very transparent. Like his interview he did with Acom, I seen a minute ago. That shit was like actually a really good interview, and
He's actually a a pretty well-spoken guy.
I'm not too much a big fan of his music though, for real.
I was gonna say that's when we talk about the concert. You gotta think how many people gonna be at that concert. You're talking about buying nosebleeds. I'm like, bro, is this concert even gonna have nosebleeds? Does he have that many fans when he's touring?
No,
I think he got the.
Wait,
crowd
where's
for
he?
it,
But where's he gonna be performing?
No, not nosebleeds because he's not doing arenas, but he does do theaters, and there's people. The crowd's there. It's surprising, but they are. But he's been around longer than right now, though. Like I remember, me and my boy were talking about him like a year and a half ago, seeing when he first like started coming into fruition. But then the past year has just been crazy.
Yeah, he's blown up. Kind of trying to match his size, but still, in the same regards, I know good and well I'm not buying a ticket to go to that. I'm not getting a free ticket to go to get that, and I'm sure as hell I'm not standing in the front 7 to 10
though. Have y'all heard any songs by him?
I
Recently?
for sure have.
No,
I
just
don't
period.
think I have.
Like,
Yeah.
To be fair,
Have you?
Look, I'll say it objectively. Like, I don't particularly hate all of his music. He fucks every song up with these dumbass bars that he uses. But his voice. Take his character out of it. His voice isn't terrible. His beat selection actually is pretty solid. But some of the shit he says is just like
outlandish.
he's
Like
used
what?
the word pedophile in too many
Oh,
songs.
hey, don't. All right.
Oh, yeah,
I said
like
what?
Like
now I
one of
take
them-
it back. Don't
Like
say
one of them
anything.
metaphor type bars type shit.
Not even.
Or
It's not.
He's talking about somebody. He fucks everything up.
All right. Well, I guess that made perfect sense why he made the song with Ye. Because I ain't never really listened to his music. I thought he was more like a drug rapper. Like, he rap about drugs and shit.
He
Because
does.
I heard one song from him, the I Can't Put Down a Cup one or whatever.
Yeah,
shit's
that
called.
was like his claim to fame kind of.
Yeah, that it was decent. I ain't gonna say it was like terrible, but I done heard worse. But I think outside of his music, he's a great personality, for real.
Yeah, he's not a bad person. He's pretty well spoken overall. Like, more surprising to me than I would have expected. But I don't see him lasting. But
Standing up on stage for more than 20 minutes? No.
well, yeah, I don't see him lasting through the entire concert.
No.
What are the odds that there is actually an emergency chair just in case?
Oh, there is. I'm sure.
Over under 30 minutes before he collapsed.
Under.
Under.
Collapse?
Well, till he can't stand up.
Because he got
no
a
more.
few shows, or is it just one show?
He said his next show, he gonna stand the entire show, no couch.
Okay.
Well,
This is fun.
He tours, but then all of his tours are interrupted because he keeps getting sent back to the hospital. Like, real shit. Like, swear to God. Like,
I think he's just going until his time's up.
and he posts these videos of him working out and shit, and it's like, good, that's good, but I don't think you're actually doing it. I think you're getting this one video and then that's it. Like, you know what I mean? Because
Man, I hope he's just taking care of
Well,
himself,
I mean,
bro.
he gotta
That's
be
scary.
losing weight if he confident enough to stand
His-
up
Stand
for
up.
a whole
His set list,
concert,
bro.
like-
His set list
Like,
in Brooklyn, New York had 24 songs in it.
right, he has music.
That's a lot of songs to be standing up for.
That
Bro's
is
got
a
to
lot of
at
songs.
least be putting in some type of work in the gym or something to be able to be like, you know what, I think I could stand the entire time.
Well,
Why does he have a song named called Sex Crimes?
He was,
What
but
the
then
fuck?
he had to like pause his whole tour to go back to the hospital on like oxygen and shit. Like, you know, like,
He does have a song called Hospital Bed.
which he made in his hospital bed. I mean,
Wasn't there was a point in time where he had to like have like a little
The oxygen tank.
no, yeah,
I think so,
he's
yeah.
had to go on oxygen. Like, it's
Yeah.
crazy.
I don't know.
He also has a song called Air Mattress, and I know
Didn't he
good
have
and well
a
he's never
seizure
been
or
able to stay
something
on one.
stage. Like while he was sitting
Something,
down?
or he passed. He had to
Um,
get taken out by the paramedics or something like that.
I have no idea.
Like, I don't know. I mean,
I ain't really seen too many of his concerts, but the ones I have, it was just him sitting on the couch. I did see one where he did have an oxygen tank, but
like I'm never.
I ain't see all these other ones.
I'm
y'all
not
talking about.
here to, shame or whatever, but like, get yourself right before you, because if you're gonna do this, you gotta be able to provide for your fans. You gotta be able to do this shit.
I mean,
Also,
He has a song called Diddy Games, and I don't want to know what that's
That's
about.
the type of shit I'm talking about. Like, he just does.
I just want to know what.
He is irritated. Though.
I just want to know like what the
Diddy
quality,
Gang.
what type of what's going on at this concert, because if the bar is you just standing up, I know you're not moving around, so you're just standing there for like an hour.
They bring out a whole couch.
Yeah,
But
so
he
like
said
he
he's gonna stand. He said he's
Yeah.
not gonna sit down. So you gonna walk around? You gonna stand there?
I mean, I'm not expecting him to walk
Can he
around
walk?
after sitting after
Like,
X amount
can
of
he walk?
concerts, you know what I'm saying? But if he could, listen, hey, Jay-Z ain't do too much walking around neither, you know what I'm
I will
saying? He
say,
kind of
I
just
saw-
stood there and he rapped.
I saw Jay-Z like he raps very well on stage. He doesn't do jumping around doesn't make a good show
Yeah.
necessarily.
I mean, Jay-Z will walk around. He not gonna stand still.
well, yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you gonna-
I'm just saying, like,
I mean, Dave Blunk's gonna waddle around a little bit.
yeah, he might. I mean, you know, he catch a groove a little bit. He might
Just
get
to
the
keep his
waddling
balance
around
at least.
type shit. I don't know. I'm not expecting him to walk around, but
And bro,
Hey.
go to DXL, get a new outfit, dog. He's
something.
been wearing the same tracksuit for like 8 months, and I know that he don't wash that bitch.
He probably got
every day.
like a bunch of them.
He
bitches.
got.
I mean,
he has multiple of them.
That gotta
but
be
not
his
enough.
niche. It gotta be his niche. How many
is.
times I've seen him wear that shit? It gotta be like some type of niche or.
It's like one of those cartoons where they open up the closet and you just
Yeah,
see
see-
all the same thing.
Dr. Dre closet, you just see all Air Force Ones.
Yeah.
Like, God damn,
Like
nigga, you ain't got no
Patrick
other shoe.
Can't even get a flip flop.
Y'all ever
All,
seen
all
that
the
for
Air
real?
Force Ones.
Yeah.
No, he just has like hundreds of new pairs on deck. He only wears them one time, which that's, in my opinion, extremely wasteful. But
It is.
regardless,
Hopefully, you give him away to motherfucking.
Whoever knows,
So unfortunate.
whoever closest to him, they
Somebody-
got the same size.
Right.
somebody will pay a lot of money for a pair of shoes that Dr. Dre wore once, which is some freaky shit in my opinion. But hey, man, do you? I don't care.
No.
You got an unlimited supply? Like, what are we talking about?
Take the mic. But speaking of legends, man, I gotta talk about this egregious claim
Okay.
made by Will.i.am. So Will.i.am went on an interview and he stated that Black Thought is 1,000,000,000,000 times better than Jay-Z. Not 2 times, not 10, not 100 times, not 200 times.
300
Not 500,000. Not 1,000,000.
a trillion times better.
1,000,000,000,000, nigga. That's how much we owe. I don't even know who we owe. But that's how much the motherfucking government owed to somebody. I don't even know what the fuck we going on. We
One-
1,000,000,000,000 something
one-
dollars in
one-
debt
one
and shit.
trillion.
But
That's a big number.
and then we get a response from Jadakiss where he basically states that Will.i.am is basically not in the lane of where Jay-Z is. So why are you, nor is Black Thought. So why are you pinning these two artists together when they're not even in the same lane? I thought that was a very good point. But
It's a great point.
how'd you feel about that, Bryce?
I mean, my whole thing is this, and I want to say this with a grain of salt. I don't really see where he's coming from, but I can see where Will.i.am is, at least the thought process started. Because a lot of times you talk about like God tier MCs, people don't really think a lot about Black Thought because he was part of the group with the Ruse. You know, he wasn't really like, he's not an individual. So people forget how many dope songs and bars he has. To say that he's 1,000,000,000 times better though is ridiculous. That's just, that's nonsense. That's just nonsense.
I think that's egregious. I think that I will say I'm not gonna like play the argument of like, oh, Will.i.am has no like Will.i.am at one point was a staple of a fucking an artist in music in general. I wouldn't really consider the Black Eyed Peas to have been there. I mean, they're partially rooted in hip hop. I
I
wouldn't
was gonna
consider
say
them
no.
to be.
Yeah, let's not forget their
you
first
know-
2 albums before Fergie joined that group was actually like backpack rapping and it actually wasn't bad.
Yeah, and there's like Elefunk or whatever.
Even
I-
before that,
even
But
before
it was
that.
completely different. At least in terms of the outreach and to Jadakiss' point, like 2 different lanes. Like you can't. It's 2 different things that's happening here. It's 2 different. You know, what I'm saying? You got one genre of music that's like direct, that's speaking directly to an entire. Well, they speaking to 2 different cultures of people. You know what I'm saying? So, but Jay-Z is on a whole different level. Like, so in my opinion,
Like, and y'all know me, I'm a whole stan. So you already know. I think that's some bullshit. Like,
Right.
that's a trillion times the worst thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
10
But-
times is like, wait, what are we talking about?
bro. But like, I can see the argument if somebody was like, Black Thought raps better than Jay-Z. If he just said that, okay.
In its simplicity.
And it's, you know what I'm saying? That just is what it is. But for him to just go so hard behind that statement, will.i.am, shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear you say anything else. You don't even make good music no more. Jay-Z can. But he make better music than Black Thought right now, to me, in my opinion. I don't know. I done heard some shit that y'all tried to get me to listen to when we first started the pod or whatever. It was cool. I'm not saying like, but
Black Thought is a great MC.
he's a great lyricist. You know what I'm saying? He's a great lyricist, but at the end of the day, that's not all rap is. You know what I'm saying? It's more than just
You gotta have it
lyrics. You gotta have it all. And I think Jay-Z overall package, is 10 times better than Black Thought. So,
And I think, you look at, too, when we talk about the history of hip-hop and how diverse it is, people forget how young of a genre hip-hop is. Jay-Z is the first, multi-decade star of the genre.
facts.
out of everything.
Yeah, that's
Out of
that's
everybody.
big facts right there.
So Jay-Z helped push for hip-hop to be the most popular genre of music. Like, it crossed over, was it 4 years ago, 5 years ago?
Yeah.
For that to happen, you have to have a Jay-Z to make that happen. Does
Exactly.
Black Thought help in that history? Of course, Black Thought has in the roots have a very important foot in the history of hip hop. But you cannot erase Jay-Z, and I don't care what anybody says. Jay-Z's competitive. Jay-Z wants to get busy with Black Thought. He can go bar for bar.
Facts.
Yeah, I don't think it's too bold of a claim to say is Jay-Z is to hip hop what Tony Hawk is to skateboarding, where he took it from this niche thing and popularized it. I mean, you could make the argument for Tupac but Jay-Z, I think, became the first household name for suburban white moms, as opposed to the thing that made people, all of American society, know what hip hop is. Because obviously there's pioneers Grandmaster Flash, you could argue that, but staying power as well.
It's
That's
hard.
what Jay-Z has above all of those guys.
he honestly, Jay-Z just really refined rap as a whole.
And I think
He
Jay-Z
beautifully polished it. You know what I'm saying? And to go, because I didn't really get my take on will.i.am, but just thinking about it now, it sounded like what will.i.am just got some type of animosity towards Jay-Z for some reason, bro. Because that's a pretty wild statement. It said 1 trillion times better or 1 million in any type of way, shape, or form, bro.
He's a divisive
There's
artist.
no you gotta recognize Jay-Z is one of them ones, bro. And to just come out and say 1 trillion times better than this is wild, and it because Jay-Z's way better than. Personally, I mean, Jay-Z. We all believe, and we can all agree Jay-Z's much better than him.
yeah, of course.
Yeah,
That's-
That's
not
not
arguing about it.
Yeah, I don't
So
think that's a
it's just
question.
weird. It's
But-
just a weird thing to say Black Thought was better than Jay-Z.
He's by no means a bad Black Thought. In my opinion, he's a legend as well.
Yes.
He is, in a different way, in his own lane. He was part of a group and this type of whatever. I feel like at the end of the day, I think the conversation didn't have to be had. For one,
Yeah.
that was silly in the first place. But if you really want, bro, if you want to do a hit battle, come on. There's not even
It's not
a question.
Yeah, and again, like you said, it's a different feel. Sometimes I think that people say things just to get a rise, and I think will.i.am was trying to say something that he knew would get some publicity, because
He has.
I don't think in his heart of hearts he actually believes that at all.
Hell no. Hell no.
But Jay-Z is that artist that he's very divisive. People either love Jay-Z or they fucking hate it. There's no Jay-Z's okay. I don't ever. Everybody either loves him or fucking hates him. I don't see a lot of that in between. Of I like him here, I don't like him here. He's got that type of star power that it's one way or the other.
And I think people forget like how much of a pioneer Jay-Z was to like swag rap, like actually like talking that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he the first. You know what I'm saying? You got like Special Ed, I Got It Made type shit. You know what I'm saying? But the way he showed levels above like his competition, it was like everybody wanted to start getting money. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
that summer where he had dropped like Is on Everything, and we had like Big Pimpin' coming around. You know, like
even before the like imaginary players, like
Right.
when he talking that shit, like that shit is like an iconic song. You know
It
what I'm
is.
saying? Like people really note that song's one of his best songs for real. I just seen a lot of people say that, like, but
I just remember, like I was just saying, that summer, I just remember Jay-Z was everywhere, and that's the moment to me when I realized hip-hop had just left kind of like the subculture and had gone into the mainstream.
factual
He wasn't a trend follower. Jay-Z is a trend
setter for sure. One of the first.
Bro, the Jay-Z popularized tall tees, like, you know, in hip-hop. Like, you know, fucking...
What was he doing? The button up with the jeans and shit, the button up jean jacket and
Yep.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, that shit
100%.
was horrible.
It
That
was.
shit was trash.
Because before...
like it?
you gotta think, like you go back...
Hell no, that shit was trash.
Bro, man, you ain't really fucking with that?
If you
Hell
go
nah.
back and watch, like...
I love Jay-Z, but that shit was trash.
you know, like old tribe music. It was like Kangol hats and fucking like, you know, it was like that, you know that Drewski clip where he's like, this is what all the lyrical, miracle, spiritual. It's like they in the '90s. That's how everybody was dressing, like the early '90s. Kangol hats, fucking, what's them one shoe like. It was a different time, dog.
My favorite era with Jay-Z was wearing all black around the Blueprint 3 era. And the Death of Auto-Tune era, he's wearing all black. Every time we seen him run this town, all black. DOA, all black. On to the next one, all black. Like, that was my favorite shits for sure. For sure. But all right, let's move on. Metro Boomin. And Bryce, I'm glad you're here. Bryce, I'm glad you're here.
Let's go.
My boy Metro Boomin. Well, not my boy, but I'm fucking with him right now. So 18K first week. It was a surprise album. Very summer vibes, very old school Atlanta vibes. And he had all the old school artists on there: Young Dro, Waka Flocka, J Money, Rocco. Shout out to God. You know that this the Atlanta. Give him the mic. Give him the mic. It's your time to shine. But that boy dropped 18K first week, and people are saying it's a flop, obviously, because it's 18K. But Chris, I want to know how you feel. I mean, Zeus, I want to know how you feel about the album.
I felt like it was now, to be honest with you, I'm gonna be completely honest. Like that 2008, 2012 era Atlanta rap kind of got on my nerves, but it was cool to hear it again. You know what I'm saying? So I like it. It got on my nerves, but it wasn't songs I didn't like. Like early Rich Homie Quan had stuff like that. Had songs with this type of feel.
Early Thug.
Yeah, early Thug had the same. But it was cool. It's cool to hear this sound hear the sound again. It's really good to hear like not divisional but sectional or regional rap.
Yeah.
Regional rap. It's good to Atlanta to hear it's put on because the Atlanta sound had become so commercialized that 2015 to beyond sound became so commercialized that everybody in the industry using it. They went back to it. Metro took it to a whole nother place, back to it like that 2011 era, and that was really good in my opinion. So yeah, I really liked it. I liked it. I probably give it a 8 out of 10 for effort. You know what I'm saying? True grade, maybe 7.5. But it was good to hear a lot of those artists again. Shad to God, fan of his, Rocco, just all these guys, all that.
That
That
Rocco
Rocco
is
song
fucking hard.
is hard, nigga. That's one of the hardest songs I heard all year, nigga. Oh God, nigga,
Don't
that's
make
so
money,
hard.
don't make sense. No,
Don't-
that shit was
listen,
tough.
that shit was tough, man. And then it made me go back and listen to some of his old shit, and that shit was not that tough. But that song was hard, nigga, for sure. But Bryce, you had a lot to say last week, man. And I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna sit here and act like the first time I listened to it that it was good. Like I didn't understand it at first, I think, and then like once I kind of read some tweets, so I went back and listened to it. I'm like, oh, okay, like now I get the vibes, and I think that's what it is with a lot of like music for real. If you don't understand the vibe or what's going on, then it's just like you can't get with it.
Yeah, you absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? But if you do understand what's going on, then it's like you probably can see it different. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
But-
And I mean, like I was talking about last time, that when you talk about that 2008, like that era, that was fun for me because that's when we were in college. So, listening to stuff like No Hands, going to frat parties and stuff like that. I want that sound back. I didn't find it annoying. I like that sound. This album has gotten better to me, but when I first listened, I'm like, these 24 songs felt like they were like 60. It felt like so.
Listen, because I see somebody on Twitter, they was like, Metro Boomin just heard like Wheezy and dropped 20 tracks of it. I'm like, man, when I first heard the album, I'm like, man, this nigga is basically doing that. That's what it kind of sounded like at first, but then when I read other tweets of like what the feeling was supposed to be, I'm like, okay, I see it, and then that shit just got more and more fire every time for me.
Man,
What about you, Zay?
I'm guilty of not listening to the album. I can honestly, I've never heard the album, but like, as y'all, like, cause I saw the tweets about it, and everybody was saying like, cause it was like, oh, it's for all the old heads and stuff like that. And old heads was like, listen, if you ain't fucking with this, good, stay away. And I was like, damn, like, but I just never had the time to actually play it. But like now that we all talking about discussing it, I'm like, okay, the way it's sounding, it's giving that real.
It's a good
Just throwback.
It's a good,
2008
like,
to like 10 type of vibe. You know,
summer,
what I'm saying?
windows down,
Yeah.
car music. I don't think with this album you need to listen to it in any order. You can just pick up some songs and just go. It's not like there's a big thematic theme.
What's the theme of like where would this song be played at?
This is summer cookout music. This is Atlanta summer cookout music.
And this was before the Atlanta sound took that really those dark tones.
That's where I'm gonna go.
So
with it.
this was like, you know what I mean? Like this was it's a much more uplifting feeling. It's like, like you said, summertime music. You want to be around people, have a good time. It's not those dark sounds.
It's
that,
Travis Porter.
yeah.
Okay now, lady. Like it's just that type of.
Let me ask y'all this,
Girls
though.
just wanna have fun. That's it. Hard. Hey, J Money, that nigga J Money, he still like he ain't lost a beat. Like he still rap the same as he did it like back in the day, but like that shit still sound hard, like up to date.
Why y'all think the young niggas ain't fucking with it though?
It's not.
I think it's
It's-
because they.
And I don't even think it's like because of the older artists, because the older artists still sound like they can fit in the modern era, like for real. Like they don't really sound old.
No,
Like
but the thing is, this younger generation is used to a much more raw sound, or or a much more vulgar, or
well,
explicit.
I'm about to say
Darker.
because I would argue that
everything is darker. You know
I'm about
what
to
saying?
say, well, yeah, darker, but I would say like the old Atlanta had more of a raw sound than today's artists. You know what I'm saying? Like
Well, there.
the quality,
Yeah.
production, like it was all kind of like.
There was a lot more things you were trying, a lot more different sounds. It just felt like they were throwing anything at the
Yeah.
wall. I do think that.
You know they was throwing anything at the wall. Remember when Crank That came out? That all them other Crank That's came out.
Yes.
Like, bro, y'all don't know this sound kind of bad,
That's
right?
where I was, best era alive, bro. I just want to cook for a
I-
second on this, finish what you're saying.
Because he was saying something I ain't want to.
Oh, go for it.
My bad. So you could literally see like almost in real time Atlanta go from like you had your 04 to 08, 09 ish of like Jeezy and Gucci and that
Like the
that
Ludacris.
like Lex Luger.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say Ludacris was even his like stylistically predating like
Yeah,
what
yeah.
the birth of trap
100%,
music
yes.
coming out of Atlanta, which is like Lex Luger being on production, even like Zaytoven, like all those early, because that's what this album is about. It's a Metro Boomin album. It's about that production. Then you see Atlanta takes his turn into this. Yeah, it's almost like happy-go-lucky. Like it's very like uplifting. Examples being like "Kiss Me Through the Phone," Soulja Boy. Like that's a song I would equate to like production style being similar to like what this album is.
Yeah.
And then you're right. Around 2015, Atlanta in general, because now at this point, Atlanta has made themselves a staple. As far as this is the central place of hip hop, And then it took a darker turn, not necessarily in a bad way, but stylistically. You got people like 21 Savage coming out and all that shit, and it's like that's kind of like darker, not as like a upbeat type of shit, right? This album was made for not even you, for us, because this is what was big when we were in high school.
Yeah.
I think that realistically, to consider what would be your era of hip hop, of anything, would be essentially what was played in high school, because that a lot of time is when you're getting into music, you're learning new artists, you're finally okay, not everyone likes this, but I like this, and right?
I would say high school and college because I think
College too.
because for me, I know that like it also shapes when I think back to like, yeah, that's when I could go out and really party. Like, you guys get to do some partying in high school, but college is the first time like, yo, you're away from your family. You are really on your own. You get to do what the hell you want, and you want the soundtrack for you doing whatever the fuck you want to do.
Yeah, and which I agree with that too. But like, I like think of like specifically our high school. I mean, I've talked about this before. Maybe not for you so much, but I know we would go to Playboy Cardi was really big in our high school before he was even really he had any sense of relevancy. I don't know what made him big in our high school, but like it was a big thing. And like so, this also is an offshoot of that. Thug came out when we were in high school, or Thug hit like mainstream when we were in high school. So like I think it was kind of made for us. It is nice to hear this sound again. I can see why the younger people don't understand it, because they literally you weren't there. Like, and
Facts.
that's not a bad thing necessarily, but like they're not going to understand what isn't for them necessarily.
Yeah.
So then, how do we get them to get to that that mental and that I don't know? How do we? If you were trying to like pitch this to like somebody younger and be like, yo, give this a chance real quick. Like this, I need you to get in this mindset.
Honestly, the only way I feel like you can like literally like you would have to show them why these songs are fun. Like you would literally have to like go to a party, play these songs, and see the people get hyped to the songs, or shit like that. Cause I feel like them just listening to it might not do them no justice.
It's
you know
got
what I'm
to
saying?
you
Or
gotta
if
play
it
like outdoors, like
or if
outside
there's like a
something
dance that can go with it. You know what I'm saying? That you know, like, cause remember
I
back
hate
in
that sentence.
yeah, it kind of just gotta happen like that. You know what I'm saying? But even like back in the day though, like motherfuckers used to dance, and that's
Black
how they
people,
songs
we gotta
would
start
pop.
making dances again.
You know what I'm saying? Crank
But-
that Soulja Boy, swag surfing, stanky leg.
We gotta
Fucking
start making
jerk,
dances again.
jerk,
Come
all
on
that.
now.
Sometimes the song is how you can. Sometimes the dance is how like determine how the song go. You know what I'm saying? Like or how people get hyped to it.
My thing that is kind of interesting to me is that we're seeing from these, I don't want to say older artists, but you're seeing like a more mature Tyler, the Creator. You're seeing these artists here, and they're trying to bring it back. Tyler's last album, Don't Tap the Glass, is trying to say, stop being on your phone, stop being at the concerts, taking pictures, get up and actually move to the music. This is the type of stuff they're saying, yo, go to a party, don't be standing up on the wall, don't be so like,
Experience the song.
yeah, don't be so zoned out that you can't even be present. It seems like we're getting a wave of artists who are just like, yo, let's get outside, let's have some fucking fun again. Like let's like you said, dance around, not overthink it, just enjoy it.
Yeah, I think that like now like it's all about a lot of it is about what it looks cool that you listen to, not necessarily what you actually enjoy.
Yeah, I think
And- I think that this album is like this is a field. It's an environment that's created.
Oh,
right?
God, oh, no.
I think this album's like a byproduct, and another example that like the pendulum has swung. Like it's a different time now. Like every region is becoming more prevalent, and like the LA song was last year with Kendrick. And you know that wave of rappers came through, and then you had Joey Badass respond with his authentic New York sound, and it's people who don't mess with it. You know what I'm saying? If you're from here and you understand, I'm gonna go at you with this style. I'm not gonna microwave a style that matches yours. I'm gonna go. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has their own individuality.
And I think
I
that's
fucking love that. Microwave style is that's a great way to say that for real. I love that.
And I think because kind of what you were going off when we bring it up in the first place, like, okay, only 18,000, is it a flop? I think we're just in the way we consume music. Like, it's a different time. So, is it a flop on the national stage? Maybe, but does it really matter if we go down to Atlanta right now and they're banging this out their trunks to their cars? Then great, it accomplished the goal.
And also, dude, I think we got to stop looking at sales so much, man. I know that makes that's pretty much the defining factor of like who's better, but like sales is not the only defining factor of what's good music.
That's a fact.
I think that's part of the point of why he did this. I think he went into it. Look, he just did 2 albums last year that did better numbers than this. He knows what can sell. He did this on his own. Now, also, any producer is going to get significantly less album sales. Or why do you think DJ Khaled hasn't dropped an album in so long? Like, you know, like the era of that is not the same as it once was. They want to match a face to a voice to a whatever.
On top of the fact, I just feel like DJ Khaled just be trying to throw anybody
Well,
on anything.
I was
That
over
shit.
him a long time ago.
That
Also,
shit
like-
don't even be sounding good.
He need to stop trying to make Ace Hood happen too. We passed that.
We can all agree on that.
I think this is like one of those tapes. Like usually, like if a rapper like before the album comes out, if a rapper know the album trash, he'd be like, "Yeah, this one right here for my fans." Like, nah, the album trash. Like this one, you can actually say Metro was like, you know what, this is for my fans, and I'm gonna tell you after the fact because it's really for that niche or you know what I'm saying, that specific sound
For his fans, and I think also for him. Because Metro was birthed out of the era that this album is representing, essentially. And I'm happy that we're starting to see that more, too. Like, you know, GNX being an example of that was an album that was something Kendrick wanted to make, not really regarding what people were saying or whatever.
It's not a high concept album. He just wanted to have fun. He wanted to make a West Coast sounding album.
And he did. And I think that's what Metro's doing here was like, this is what I want to do. It's going to do okay at least. It's going to, whatever. It'll be out there enough to where it has moderate success or whatever.
And when I was on Twitter, I seen somebody post, and they was like, basically like passion projects are greater than numbers or whatever. And when I thought about it, like, this is literally a passion project. Like,
100%.
literally, you can see where the influence came from. You can tell like he loved this era of music, and like this is probably the reason why he is who he is today. And another thing I do appreciate about the album that I seen Metro post is that he said that there's no murder talk on there. Like, it's just all a good time,
Bro,
all
this is
vibes.
it's so cool.
Like, that's so
I haven't
great.
even thought about that.
That's
a
like
great point.
almost unheard of in today's age.
It is meant to be fun. And the one thing about this album that I think that gives it that is he may not do great first week numbers, but it's gonna be in conversation. One or two of these songs are gonna catch on.
It's gonna
and
do good long term.
It's gonna be long term sustainable.
This is gonna be a very fun year for me.
This is
This would be a fun concert
it's
to
already
go to.
been
great, and it's just gonna be a
God.
year for like people to just
honestly
have
go.
fun now.
I ain't been to a concert in a minute, but if he had a tour for this album,
just
I
oh my
I don't think
God,
he
I'm
is
going.
But-
off how it's selling. But
I think he could though. If he can get
He
if he can get
will
like
still
5
do
or
it,
6
bro.
of those artists who are featured in Atlanta, this show would go crazy.
It would be
damn near all
interesting
them
to see
artists.
a producer-based
and I forgot
tour like
Quavo's
that.
on there.
Because like Alchemist has toured, but he's touring with the usual suspects, you know.
Yeah.
So it'd be interesting to see Metro be the headliner of a tour technically.
Yeah, and it would be
Which he's
cool.
done before.
Cause
I didn't know that if he has. Yeah.
and I was thinking like in that same breath, like if the tour was like each like era, like so like lately I've been listening to, or not lately, yesterday I was listening to Bone Crusher.
Attention!
You know what I mean? Like
That's what I
having one
expected you to say,
there.
yeah.
Like
So I'm outside
you know
of
what
the
I mean?
club.
That whole era too. You know what I'm saying? Like with David Banner and that sound. And
Yeah, right.
everything that.
Lil Jon.
Yeah, I was.
Why was
Lil Jon was a little.
Why the
earlier,
fuck the other
yeah.
day I was listening to Here I Go.
Nah, Bone Crusher and Lil Jon like same era.
I
Well,
was
meant
blasting
David
that
Banner,
bitch.
really.
Oh, David Banner?
David Banner. My quintessential David Banner song is La La with Lil Wayne.
Oh, he was definitely
Bro,
before that.
yeah, that's the David Banner I hear in my head, which is like 08-ish. But yeah, no, I mean, hey, look, make Crunk great again. I don't know, bring that shit.
Listen,
back.
I did just see oh no, I'm thinking of Crumpin'. Cause I'm about to say I did just see Tight Eyes in Hit Boy video. But nah, he said Crunk. Yeah, for sure.
Listen, Sierra out here dropping mixtapes. Crunk may be making his comeback.
No, I think that this Metro album is important because I think that what he's doing here is keeping the spirit of hip hop alive. Like, there's a reason. It's not just numbers. It's not just how you dress. It's not just vibe necessarily. It's environment building. It's literally you're creating an entire universe here, or I mean, kind of taking a universe that you're a part of and then expanding on it, where like everything is so quick to flip, disposable. Not and like this is back when music like wasn't disposable like that. We didn't have so many options. We had.
You had to listen to it. You have to think we had to go physically buy a CD, or even if you're old enough, a cassette tape to listen to a goddamn song.
At worst, buy it on
Or
iTunes.
get it straight off the radio.
Then we used to actually record from the radio, hoping that you catch your favorite song. Then you had to go to iTunes, where you're paying 99 cents per song. Remember that?
Yeah, no shit.
LimeWire
And
immediately.
LimeWire
that's
immediately.
LimeWire too. Yeah, exactly.
When you end up with stuff that was clearly not music.
It's really crazy. People have a lot of people have like negative stories about LimeWire, but I never had any bad stories. I never got any viruses.
That shit just
I
started
had
getting
so many
shitty
songs.
after a
I
while.
learned
For
how
real.
to use it pretty well, but
Yeah.
sometimes you would
Once-
get blindsided with something you
Yeah,
weren't
for sure.
expecting. Yeah.
Once everybody started catching on to LimeWire, it started getting shittier and shittier for sure.
My
like.
theory is that's where SoundCloud really birthed out of that was the re-upload and re-upload and re-upload because it's gonna keep getting taken down. Because they'd come in and sweep LimeWire once in a while, and then everyone would redo it, and But yeah, that's like what this album was like, damn near like LimeWire shit almost. I mean, a little past it, but yeah, it's at 2012. We're in high school shit. Yeah, Kiss Me Through the Phone, I think, is a great example of it. Or Old Thug, Mixtape Thug. I'm here for it.
Yeah, man, I really enjoyed this album. Drip BBQ is one of my favorite shits off there, and that Rocco joint, them shits hard. I think Waka might have carried a lot of that album. I'm not gonna lie.
was fire.
Waka is
Waka
just
went
I haven't
crazy
seen
on
Waka
the whole-
sound that hungry, even in an
Bro.
interview in a while.
Waka
Waka sounded like he was sitting on something.
Man.
I was serious.
And then Gucci sounded like the old Gucci a little bit. You know what I'm saying? He got more of the lift. You know what I'm saying? He got that.
It's fat Gucci.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
They had him eat a couple of donuts before he went in the booth on that one.
Well, no, they trained the clone to sound like.
No,
Right.
You know what sounded like old Gucci to me after he got out? The what's that Lil Baby first debut album? It got 2 Gucci Mane features on there. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Is it Street Gossip? Is that the name of the album?
I can look
Or-
it up.
What's the name of the fucking Lil Baby album?
You said like debut or like.
Yeah, it was his debut album. I think once he got signed, like wasn't a mixtape. It was like his actual album.
Yeah, it was one. What was the first album?
Harder Than Ever.
No,
That's his first actual album.
it is. Okay.
Yeah.
So after that, right there.
Yeah, your
Yeah,
partner.
no, it must have been a mixtape.
Right here.
Perfect Zone?
Go back. Street Gossip. Yep. Street Gossip. They got 2 Gucci Mane features on there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Gucci on that bitch snapping on both of those, and he sound like the old Gucci on there. I love them verses on there for sure. But yeah, Metro really did one for me with this album. I feel like I enjoyed this album more than his last 3 projects, like even more than Heroes and Villains.
I didn't like Heroes and Villains.
I didn't really enjoy it like that for real. We Still Don't Trust You was cool, and We Don't Trust You was. No, We Still Don't Trust You was good, and We Don't Trust You, it was okay. I ain't really bang that as much as We Still Don't Trust You, but
Yeah, like
It's hilarious. He
you
dropped
gotta
them right back to back.
yeah,
You gotta be very careful how you speak about this. You know.
they,
I was gonna say, I knew as soon as you started talking, I see it in his eyes. He's looking at you like, speak very carefully.
the last Metro project I did fuck with was the one with him and 21. That shit was fire.
I didn't like it, bro.
It was some bangers on that bitch that I fucked with.
Trash. No, I was gonna say, I would understand if you wasn't like, yo, speed, but
Well,
I wouldn't say trash.
Look, granted, it is a good amount of skips on there for sure. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I got all the songs downloaded, but it's like 4 songs on there. Them bitches is hard. This bitch is tough.
but that's what becomes that's what becomes the thing with these producer-led albums is Metro may be consistent, but that doesn't mean the artists that he's picking are going to be consistent and whatever. And that's when it comes to like Metro, like the thing I've always said about him is, look, there's very few and far between beats that Metro Boomin has made that I could say are bad. I know what I'm getting. He has his sound every time. This is the most I've seen him step out of his usual every year bag that we've kind of heard for a while, and I'm always here for that because as like thinking in the producer perspective, like Metro has done a shitload, but a lot of it has been rinse and repeat over the years.
And listen, every producer album, they're going to have the one artist that they keep propping up a little too much. This man keep catching strays from me today, and I don't even care. Everyone going to have their Ace Hood that we just that don't need on that song. Ace Hood, if you're watching this, you're trash.
Golly.
Might as well go to sleep in a new Bugatti.
Yeah, right. I don't know.
I didn't mind
like
Ace Hood, bro. I didn't know.
But when I grew up and started listening to his music, that shit didn't it sound kind of trash.
It did not age.
Nobody ever was learning Ace. Nobody was learning the Ace Hood verses.
No.
Nobody. This was a good song. Ace Hood started rapping. You start finding stuff to do.
That's when every.
You wait for the chorus.
You know exactly what part of the song where the DJ's about to flip it out, and you hear Ace Hood, they're like, "Oh, we about to go to the next song." Got it.
That was like a weird time. It was a weird time because you get like, Speaker Knockers dies, right? And then you get like your Ace Hoods, your Boogies, your like a couple of people who like, which I'll put A Boogie over fucking Ace Hood in general, but
keep catching strays.
They were trying to find their spot, kind of. That was like 2014, 15 kind of thing. It didn't last.
Everybody needs to take it like an NBA. Everybody needs those, 14th and 15th roster spaces that don't ever play and are basically on reserve, but they still sit on the bench technically.
Yeah, so they're there. They're at the game.
They're at the game. They probably have they have a slightly better seat than me, and we probably got about the same amount of run on the court.
They're playing preseason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I don't know. Asa just he just wasn't one of those for me. So then his motherfucking watch bust off or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's really what ended it.
That really. He
It
was
was over
already
after
finished.
that.
He was already finished.
Right.
It was over after that.
But I think he
that was a-
vanished. Like, is he still? Do he still be like on social media and shit? Like,
I don't think. Who cares?
Man, he tried to twist
who
it back.
cares?
On. I watched that so many
I
times.
would have let
His
that
watch-
bitch. I might have just took it off and just dropped it or some shit.
Was it 106 in
Bezel
Park?
off the rose off the
Whatever watch he was wearing.
listen, it fell off.
It just
He tried
fell.
to-
It
just
fell
popped
apart.
off, literally. Like,
He
Yeah.
tried to twist it back on like he bought it at Burger King. It was
that bitch a kid's toy, bro. that
Also,
shit-
I do want to shout out. This is probably the most action Ace Hood has ever gotten,
in terms of people talking about him
Yeah, probably.
in a decade.
How did we get? Oh yeah, you was talking about he always.
He probably will watch this because I'm sure he got a Google alert on it for something. He's gonna be the only alert that comes about him.
It ain't gonna be too much traction, man. This shit might get shadow banned just for talking about Ace Hood damn near.
Man, Ace Hood doesn't have that type of power.
But
Man can't even control the shade in his own house. We're just hoping he can pay his light bills.
I hope all is well, though. I don't want to kick a black man. I don't want to kick a black man while he's down, but I hope all is well. I was
trash.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, even Chameleonaire was a millionaire after he fell off. So maybe Ace is still doing good.
He woke up in
know?
a brand new Ford Focus.
Do you think he really woke up in the Bugatti too?
No, he didn't.
You don't think so? 'Cause
No.
that's an expensive ass car.
That's the funny thing.
That was T-Pain's Bugatti, and he was really upset about that.
Is that a true story?
Yeah, he talked about that on his podcast.
No, I didn't know that. Fun fact.
That's the thing.
I'm not surprised. T-Pain just one of the niggas who would live like, yeah, you can borrow my Bugatti.
T-Pain got a Bugatti.
T-Pain
Oh,
has a
I'm
lot
sure.
of nice ass cars.
T-Pain also spent a shit ton of money on stupid purchases, he said, in his life.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That
and
makes sense, yeah.
I'm sure.
Because I was about to say, wasn't he
T-Pain
just talking about he wouldn't never pay for no first class fucking flight or something? But that makes sense now. Nah, he probably
remember, he
learned
had
He's
that
from
driving
that.
the
big ass
Bugatti
chain.
to the airport, parking that bitch and sitting in coach. You feel
Sitting
me?
in first class, fucking 70 other people and shit. But
that-
yeah,
Last thing, that is the funny thing. If you listen to like some of these artists like breakout hits, you ain't have all that.
No,
You talking shit. You might now. You ain't have it then.
Ace Hood ain't got it now.
you gotta fake it till you make it, man. That's
really.
I think even J. Cole said that, if I'm not mistaken. But one more thing I wanted to cover before we get the new music and get the fuck out of here. Sweetie. Offset is in the talks that Offset did smash Sweetie. Allegedly.
It's supposed, yeah.
But they saying Cardi B liking posts that's alluding to them two smashing. And I want to say, Sweetie,
What's that face?
Sweetie, you really fucked up a really good thing, because I know this is exactly why the Migos is not together.
Mm-hmm.
No, yeah. I said this so long ago. I was like, the main reason why these niggas broke up.
It just gotta be the reason, because they don't want to talk. I think the only reason they ain't going public with it, because Offset don't want to look like a disloyal ass nigga smashing his man's girl and shit, and then Quavo don't want to go on camera talking about his bitch got fucked by his man. So you know what I'm saying? I see both.
He and
Quavo dated. Yep.
They were a big item back in the day, and then they broke up. That's why certain songs had to get changed, and
Interesting.
that's when the Migos broke up.
I don't know. I knew Cardi B and Offset. I didn't know anything about Saweetie
And it kind of like, whoa, wait, hold on. So, Takeoff is Quavo's nephew, right?
No.
They're cousins, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
Nephew. Yes.
his nephew,
Yeah,
nephew, because they have an album Unconfused.
Yeah.
Okay, so because I'm about to say that kind of makes sense why Takeoff sided with Quavo, but they family, so that's
Right.
gonna happen regardless.
Does
But
Offset have a relation in some way too, or is he just like the homeboy? Or
So there was a room. They said they were all related. Then there was some question about what the actual familial ties. I think he's like a distant cousin or something.
but I know Quavo, and that's like when the shit happened with like Quavo was fucked up about it because like that's his actual nephew.
Yes.
But they're like same age nephew type of thing, like
Right.
older sibling, whatever.
yeah, I swear, because when I first heard that, I just couldn't like process because. This
to
nigga
me,
Takeoff
they might
look
as well
old
have-
as hell.
To me, they might as well all have the
Takeoff
same-
look old as hell. Like when it first came out, I'm like, nephew. This nigga looking like Unc. This nigga looking like
Quavo's
Unc.
still older. Quavo's still older, but it was like
Yeah.
Instead of you being my big bro, you my uncle.
Yeah.
I'll never forget 3rd grade. I had an uncle and niece in my 3rd grade class together, and I could not wrap my head around that shit. Dog. I did not understand.
I can't
it
even
at all.
understand what you just said.
Math didn't math.
It was
How is?
the uncles.
Uncle and a niece
The
in a
uncles.
I
were
think I
great
seen.
class.
I think I seen a story one time that the uncle was younger or like it was like
No,
a baby.
It's possible.
Yeah.
Because somebody.
Because-
Bro, that
was
shit don't even
fucking
make
somebody
sense. I can't even get the words out. This shit don't even make
No,
sense
I
to me. I swear to
remember being
God.
like, but hold on, how the fuck, like, you know, but it's like the uncle's older sister
Yeah.
had the baby or whatever, you know what
Yep.
I mean? So it's crazy.
That
I
shit,
think we just broke Birdie.
that shit mind blowing. That shit
Yo,
mind
can
blowing.
you
Oh God.
imagine the awkward family reunion of the Migos? Trying to go to the family reunion with them?
Man, this bitch fucking a YN.
I mean, also, Sweetie's career is
Correct,
dead
but
because she hasn't been. No one's cared about her music
since,
since that moment.
since the McDonald's meal.
Yeah, since the McDonald's meal.
She gonna find another sample to get a
She
train
tried.
going.
She just released. Did y'all know she released a single like 2 weeks ago?
What she sampled this time?
Oh, I forgot, but she sampled something else.
She for sure sample something, or you not sure?
Oh no, I know.
100%?
It's
Okay.
I think it was like Freak a Leak or something.
Nah, the Freakin' League one goes old.
That's
So
all.
that-
So she did some. She sampled something else though recently because
Yeah, I
she just
remember
released a
that.
song and nobody cared.
I don't really know that much about.
all her songs. Ain't all her songs a sample?
Pretty much. Pretty much. Every song I think I done heard from Sweetie has some type of sample on it. Unless she was probably maybe featured or something, and I didn't know, and it wasn't a sample, but
Let's just preface sample being like notable. Songs.
notable
Like,
songs.
oh, no, you-
Right.
like
damn
someone
near
near the same song, just threw another
Yeah.
horn on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Type
basically
shit.
she listened to like some old source like presents hip hop like the you know how they had Now is what I call music and the source did their own like these are the top songs of right now. She just listened to one of those and be like, all right, that one, that's
it was
mine.
like that one. That you know that one kind of poppier song that was big like last year. It sampled Cheryl Lynn, got to be real. You My Little Boo Thing or whatever.
Yep.
It's literally just the same.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
It is the exact same thing.
Yeah, it's literally just.
That's really a crazy model. Like, if you want to be an industry plant, yeah, just put him on Michael Jackson's song.
Right. Type shit.
Like, what?
All right, so the new one, her new song samples "Shorty Wanna Ride" by Young Buck, and it's called "Both 'Em."
Well,
Don't worry, you can skip it.
I ain't hear about it. Maybe. Hey, listen. Maybe it might get the trending on TikTok or something.
It did not.
I don't know. Yeah. You gotta give it time. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get the right TikTok. I don't
It's
know.
been out for it.
I don't know.
Like
but,
2 weeks.
But that's just it.
She had this
In
big old
today's
rollout,
day and
too.
Age, I don't think giving it time makes that big of a difference.
Honestly,
I think it's like shit's rinse and repeat. If
it's
it don't hit,
It's been 2 weeks and we still haven't heard it. So
I don't
I've
even know
not
that.
heard it, but I don't really follow women music like that. At least her category. You know what I'm saying?
Whip that.
Flipped.
Wait, what happened?
He said, "Where? Hold on."
But no, this is crazy. Like, really think about it. It's really a woman at the center of every problem. Damn near every problem of two niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, what they say, the greatest wars is caused because of a woman or some shit.
Yeah.
Some shit like that.
Mhm.
Let's make the world go round.
But we really lost the Migos to Sweetie.
Yeah.
That's just at least like
Allegedly.
yeah. That
nigga, I said that so long ago, bro. I can't make this up.
Mhm.
We
I
lost.
remember this shit like it was because I was said it during COVID, and I was like, and I was listening to that shit high as fuck, and I was just sitting there listening to Migos. I was like, damn, Sweetie really fucked that whole shit up.
Yoko.
The Migos didn't have the luxury of growing up in Detroit, listening to Doughboys Cash Out when they say, "Let a bitch be a bitch and a hoe be a hoe."
I feel it. But that was Quavo bitch that he was public with. You know what
And
I'm
he
saying?
was like, he was very, very
that's
public.
very disrespectful. You know what I'm
She
saying?
And
was-
especially
Yeah.
all four of them are immensely big in the industry. I mean, some bigger than others, but like enough to where it's a conundrum. That's gonna
Quavo
get-
literally carried the Migos to victory. You know what I'm
We
saying?
have disagreements
while-
on some of that, but yeah.
Yeah,
how
also
not?
revenge.
When they got hot, Offset was in jail. Versace only got motherfucking Takeoff. Well, is Takeoff on it? I only
Was
remember
on there.
Quavo, You know what I'm saying?
Carried at the yeah, you're right. And Quavo is the.
I'm saying it's a victory as in like he got them to the point to where they were superstars. Not like the whole
Right.
entire
yeah,
time
and,
he carried
and Quavo
their
is
career.
I think the most recognizable voice out of all of them.
Well, because he has the hooks and everything too. So he's, it was funny though with him being like the bigger one of the three at that time when they all came out with their own separate projects. Pretty much everyone agrees that Quavo had probably one of the weakest of the three.
Takeoff had the best one.
Takeoff had a really good one. Like a lot of people, Offset's was a little bit more popular, but Takeoff had the best, I think, of the three.
I don't even remember what solo project that Offset dropped when they broke up. What was it called?
I remember the cover,
Yeah.
but I can't remember the name right
That's
now.
the one that had Do Anything for Clout with him and Cardi.
Oh, that was that one.
Was it?
That one was pretty good.
Was it the one with the two kids?
That
Yeah,
was
on the
the
cover?
he was sitting
second.
on the throne.
Oh,
I think that was the second one.
Okay.
Or no, I think that was the first one. Let's see.
Hold up, I got it. Set It Off? No, Set It Off wasn't the one I was thinking of. Hold up.
Let's see more.
Father of Four?
Yeah. Set It Off was a more recent one. Father of Four, because he had Without Warning, and then the Father of Four was.
Oh,
that's
and
what I was thinking.
that had
of,
on
too.
Fleek.
Yep. So it had like Cloud. It has Wild Wild West with Gunna.
Wild Wild West was hard as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cloud with Cardi B, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Shout out CeeLo being on that album, too. I love that, like all of the, in one way or another, the whole Atlanta thing, Dungeon Family has, like, remained, like, they know their roots, dog. I mean,
Yeah.
Future specifically being, like, literally was in the
In the Dungeon Family.
But, like, I love that, CeeLo and everyone stays around.
Oh yeah, they stay around. They support, even if the genre feels a little bit different. If the genre changes and modernizes, the older people still want to be a part of it. They still help with the production. They still help, be in the studio with them.
Did
They
you
look
see that
after.
video this week of a big boy with the owl in the studio? He just had a whole like big ass owl on his. I'll show it to you guys after. It's so, and that's what.
Bro,
it's-
Outkast.
bro.
This one is
Weird
so
as fuck.
fucking
That's
weird,
what
bro.
everyone-
I
that's
didn't know
when
if you was talking about the radio host or you was talking about
No, big
Outkast.
Outkast,
yeah.
big boy. Yeah, he was just in the studio. He had an owl. He's like, spread your wings, and then it spread his wings. Like
Just when you
That's
think
fire.
Andre is weird, then Big Boy follow up.
that's
I
what
mean-
people were saying. That's why.
Yeah.
That's why it became relevant because it's like, who knew? Look at Outkast and like they're both just weird in their own ways. You know?
Yes.
Man, they live in life. They live in life how it's supposed to be lived.
Right.
I feel like they like at this point they done beat the game. Now they going doing all the side quests. And sometimes you find that side quest is like, damn, this is a really fun mission. Like, I'm gonna start hunting deer, or what I'm saying, for like Red Dead or something.
Or like Rick Ross out here with a whole ass farm now.
You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
I won. Like, what the fuck? What do you do after you win? Like,
Well, and
look, find
you know
different
what?
shit
I
to
feel
do.
like that's what people forget. The point is like when you get to a point of where you have all of the resources and success you could possibly want. It's like, what do you want to do? Decide like, figure out what you like, what you want to do. Don't just keep living in a world of like trying to please everybody else. And I
Yeah.
think Outkast is a great example of that.
Yeah.
That's a fact. I feel that. All right, man. Let's close out with this, man. Do we got any new music that's important? I should have took better notes because I definitely I'm blanking out right now.
We got
Gunna. Gunna.
We got two.
We gotta
two
talk about Gunna.
important
I was gonna say
albums
there were two important albums.
IDK, I mean not IDK,
Jid.
Jid. Why I say
Jid.
IDK?
I forgot Jid dropped. Who else dropped? So we got oops. I don't know how to work this shit, man.
I got you.
That shit just did some other shit. That bitch transformed. So we got JID, Gunna. Oh yeah, I forgot Chucky and V's dropped that song. That I'm definitely we gonna talk about. Yeah.
Been a long
I
day.
ain't listened to most of these. I ain't even gonna lie.
You ain't listening to the Jonas Brothers?
Nah, I ain't. It wasn't even listed. You know what I'm saying? Or else I probably would have gave it a little spin. But
Ed Sheeran dropped a new song.
Gunna
He's like, I'm moving past that.
Gunna dropped the last one, and I'm not too sure. Does that mean this is the last Gunna album? I don't know.
No, I think it's a trilogy.
Oh, of the
Well, I don't remember.
One of one.
One of one. Last of one.
last
Yeah.
one. But did anybody else in here listen to it besides me?
I only listen. I'm gonna be honest with you. I only listen to the first 6 songs.
Really?
It's pretty good.
Mr. Atlanta.
Yeah,
Mr.
man.
Atlanta.
Listen, man. It's only so much time in a day. You gotta do what you gotta do.
This album is 25 songs too.
Yeah.
That's just too much.
1 hour, 8 minutes, 25 songs.
That's too.
I listened to all of them too.
You listen to all of them?
I listened to all of it. Yeah, I listened to the whole album.
So what was your thought process on
Ah, man.
Yeah, let's get
Let me
Birdie.
know, bro. What's the vibe of the song?
All I gotta say is, Young Thug, you gotta drop an amazing album the next time you drop, because this nigga gonna drop 3 whole projects since he got out of jail, and all of them was fire. Like, I don't even think, like, I think I can listen to all 3 of those projects without skipping a song whatsoever, but I wouldn't, because like half them shits kind of sound the same, but I don't know what he be doing.
Yeah.
I don't know what he be doing to make me like the next song, but hey, I'm fucking with it. You know what I'm saying? I do think he like matured a lot more since he got out of jail. I feel like he don't really be talking like that street shit, that
Slime shit.
you know what I'm saying? He kind of more like, I would say like rich nigga raps. You know what I'm
Which,
saying?
I
But
mean,
more of a
yeah.
smoother tone. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
and I think it
But-
makes sense because you don't know what he, when he made that offered plea deal and everything, what they actually put in that in terms of what he could release. We know we heard a little bit more about what Thug can and cannot say. We don't know exactly for him because his is a little bit more secret.
But
it makes
because
sense.
it was related, I'm sure it was.
Yeah, it makes sense for him. Like, why I mean, Thug obviously beat the case too, but man, you talking about years and years behind bars. You don't want to put yourself in that position again.
At all.
Do
at
anything.
all.
Doesn't matter.
You said you didn't listen to it?
I have not.
You
I didn't
haven't
listen
listened
to it.
It's fire. It's fire. For sure.
I like Gunna overall, but at the same time, like, I guess my question for you more, if anything, is like, do you think this album stands out in any capacity as opposed to the past 2? Or do you think it's just an extension of what he has been doing for a couple of years? Like, that's the thing with Gunna, is like, it's always fine, but I'm not like super impressed either. So like, am I getting something here that I wouldn't get from one of those other 2 albums?
And you listen to more than me, so I really turn it over to you. 'Cause I only
No.
heard a couple of songs.
No, I wouldn't say this necessarily stand out. I think the last project was better than this project.
1-on-1, yeah.
That shit was way harder. But you know how like artists like start doing the same shit like over and over and just sound more and more ass after a minute.
Yeah.
Kind of like with Lil Wayne's, like you kept doing the metaphors, now it's just like, all right, bro, like you kind of. But I don't feel like you really pushing it like at all. Like it still just sound organic. It still sound like refreshing. I don't know if it's recency bias or whatever. Like why I still fuck with it, but like I don't know. I guess I just don't. I'm just not getting as annoyed as quickly of his sound as I do to others. I don't know if it's cause you know what I'm saying. I don't know if it's cause like his shit like
Good music.
yeah. I think he just make. I think his music just sound like fantastic, and it's just like it's gonna be a minute before I get tired of it.
Yeah, he's like a person I feel it's like he could say a lot more than other people and it still sound good. Like, there's certain people who it's like, if someone else said this, it might sound sweet, but it don't sound sweet when you say it. Like, Gunna has a good voice. He's really,
the voice for
he's
sure.
good on a microphone. He sounds consistent and good, and it's well produced. It's well put together. Like, my comment isn't to say that I don't like Gunna or anything like that. I fuck with Gunna. I like Gunna a lot more than Lil Baby. So, but
Let's not be disrespectful. Keep going.
I don't find that disrespectful at all. But anyway,
It is what it is.
point being is, no, I mean, I didn't not listen to it by like, I don't want to listen to this. I just, today caught up.
Yeah.
I feel it.
I think that at least from the songs I heard, it's a quality project. I think it's gonna have, I'm trying to remember what song I was listening to last on it, but it was good. It's long. It's hard for me to get through from one of his from start to finish. That's an undertaking, especially like with me working during the day on a Friday too. I'll have to be like, okay, I'm setting aside an hour to do nothing but listen to Gunna.
What do y'all think how long do y'all think albums need to be nowadays, man? I think 12 at the most is fine.
Hold on. The question is.
You mean time or?
Yeah,
No.
that's the
I
thing.
mean
What's
tracks,
more
like
important,
tracks.
time or
Oh,
tracks?
yeah, naturally, yeah. Time also is a big factor.
Because it could be 12 songs. That shit can stretch out to an hour fucking around with a nigga like Kanye West.
Yep.
I think once you hit 18 songs, you've gone too far. I think
I feel it.
12 is like 12 to 14, 12 to 13 is 12 or 13 is a good number, with going up to 17 with the deluxe if you got a video or whatever you want to do with it. 17 maximum, but 12 to 13 you can give you a good understanding of what's going on. If you're really in a bag though, take me to 15. Thug Motivation 1-on-1. You know what I'm saying? Type vibes.
Yeah, I think it depends on the artist too. Like, I think you got some artists who are trying to give you a little bit of everything. So, like, I'm gonna give you my club joints and my rapping as hard as I can and my one for the lady. And like, okay, I can see where that can start to expand. We don't need 3 of them though. Cut down to your best one. I did think that, you know, back when they had the Kanye drop, like the good music drops of like, what was it, 7 tracks or 9 tracks or whatever, it left you wanting more. But that was good music. It was, and because you're trying to listen to the actual bars, it was great because you could replay it again and again. I think that unless you are really a dynamic artist and you give me something like truly different, when we get into an hour into an album, that's a lot of my day.
Yeah. I think 45 to an hour is like the sweet spot for somebody who can make a really good album. But you have to keep in mind, bro, like the 25 song albums is because it's not about length of the song, it's about how many songs people are that's the sales. It's not, that's where they're getting money for 25 songs as opposed to 12. They're earning the same amount of money. It don't matter how long it is.
Who was that dropped like an unnecessarily long album because it was like the standard edition plus the sped up, French Montana?
Yeah, I hate deluxe culture in general because I feel like
Chris Brown been taking advantage of that for years. He got 30 song albums for days.
Yeah, where
Yeah, no,
we
for
don't
sure.
need all of those either.
I think that's kind of what not killed Chris Brown, but it's kind of like stopped motherfuckers from listening to him just because they knew he was
I
going
don't
to
think
put
nothing
out
stop motherfuckers from listening to
it
him.
don't matter
I'm not
who
gonna
you
lie.
are.
I don't think nothing stop motherfuckers from listening to
Well,
him.
I'm not saying like let me just like motherfuckers still listen to Chris Brown, bro. Let's be real, but I'm saying like
Breezy Fest is people were getting in there today.
bro.
But
It was like
it
a fight. It was a fights and
becomes
everything in that
forgettable.
motherfucker too.
Hold on. I haven't listened to anybody listen to the radio?
Sometimes, yeah.
Not really.
Have you heard of Chris Brown on the radio?
Yes.
Chris Brown has ran the radio for about 18 summers straight.
Yeah.
It's not a
Still
joke.
to this day.
He's every time on his project, at least one of those songs is gonna be on the radio.
And like not
97.9.
And when I say on the radio, I'm talking about
Every
they're
hour,
playing him 5 times an hour.
every
Like,
hour on the hour, guaranteed. You're gonna hear
Chris
that song.
Brown is one of those ones. Like Chris Brown, I don't know what's going. It's like he like a vampire. Like what's been like since I was in the 2nd grade.
He's just been around. He's just been around.
What's been going on?
No, for sure.
Drugs are a hell of a drug.
My question about that is, and Bryce, I'm kind of directing this at you, is do you think the effect of moving from CD, which had a limited capacity,
Yep.
to streaming where you could drop a 4-hour album if you want to, has affected that? Because CD, you were limited to as much space as the CD could hold.
Usually about 21 songs. I used to make mixtapes in my car all the time.
Yeah, and that's the absolute
And then
max.
the flip side of that too is the fact that now you have streaming, you can listen to stuff before. We used to buy CDs off only knowing 1 or 2 songs from the artist and hoping that shit was good.
Or just the name.
Yeah, so you needed more songs almost. You need to fill that CD up because you want to justify someone paying $12, $13 for that CD. They better find some songs in there they like, or they're going to be mad as hell.
Yeah,
and it's gonna make your flop sound even more like a flop.
100%.
Damn, maybe that's what we need to do, bro. Is really determine whether or not these niggas is actually good. We gotta start buying hard copies, bro.
God forbid, right? Yeah, no, but that's the thing. It's like I feel like it's just it
Start
all goes
breaking
back
up the
to
Walkman, bro.
oversaturation.
Yeah, I mean,
Too much music is not a good thing in almost any context. Like because the more you're trying to do at one time, the less work you're putting into each individual thing you're doing,
Yeah.
and in turn makes for a longer product, a bigger product, but most of the time a shittier product.
yeah, you're watering it down, and I do think, when I listen to a lot of these albums, I try to listen to it from start to finish too, because I listen to the album thinking, would I want to buy this on vinyl? And if you buy it on vinyl, you aren't going to be skipping around or anything like that. You want to listen to it. You don't want to be picking up and dropping the needle back and forth, back and forth. So you want something that even the slower or bad songs, I can still get through because the rest of everything else is so strong.
What's the last CD you bought
Last CD I bought?
that you can think of at least?
Oh, man, I got to go back. Because I moved from CDs to vinyl mostly. So, oh, man, I'm trying to think. It's been a while.
Y'all know y'all last CD y'all bought? CD.
What if I got one for free?
Nah, you
The
ain't
last
bought it.
I had to buy it. Shit.
The last CD I bought was Mastermind by Rick Ross at Walmart on a road trip. I was in Virginia. Rick Ross Mastermind. That was the last time.
Last CD I
I'm
bought.
trying to say, what's yours?
Last CD I bought was actually Thank You Later. Last CD I bought was banging that shit every fucking day in my school. That shit was fire.
I'm trying to look and see. Like, I had this old picture of, like, all these CDs I had.
Damn.
This was the last
Them
one.
shits look like collectibles, like some vintage.
Yeah.
Some vintage items and shit.
That was the
Take
last
it
one I
home.
bought.
You ain't bought a
ain't
motherfucking
bought a
CD
fucking
since
CD.
2002. God damn, nigga.
That shit
That
went
nigga
into my
stopped
fucking
buying
money.
CDs before streaming.
That was
CDs.
shit. Was for sure not even my money. That was my mom's money, bro. I did
No,
not
it was
spend that shit.
it was included though. Like even if your mama bought, like the last CD that you bought, your mama
Yeah,
bought,
yeah,
or
yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I'm saying.
Quick
Because
fun-
my mama bought Thank Me Later, but
Yeah.
that was the last CD that was bought for me.
Yeah, my thing is remember going to Circuit City?
Yes.
Yeah.
I never went to Circuit. I was always getting my CDs at Walmart.
It was
Best
like,
Buy
it
and
was
Circuit
like
City.
shittier Best Buy, pretty
Yep.
much. Yeah,
Radio
it was
Shack.
like between Radio Shack.
That's
and
where I-
Circuit
Be a
City.
It
Radio
was,
Shack
yeah,
across
and Best
the
Buy.
street.
It was between those two. I used to go to the Circuit
That's where
City.
I got my Nintendo Wii at. I camped out there for that motherfucker. Right in front of that bitch.
I got the first WWE game at Circuit City. I
Appreciate
forget
it.
that.
Funny CD story. I remember my mom buying me 50 cents Get Rich or Die Trying on CD, but because she bought it for me, it was the edited version.
Clean version.
So the track number 7, Heat, wasn't even on the track list. I had to, for the first month, I'm like, what? People keep talking about this. Why do I not know about this song? I have the CD. My cousin came and picked me up and he said, nah. I was old school Cutlass, turn that volume all the way up. You hear those gunshots at the beginning. I'm like, oh, this is a different song.
Yeah.
That's why it got cut.
That's so funny is like that song. The song was so vulgar that they couldn't even
That was the best
edit it
song.
enough to put it on the
was the
fucking.
best
That
song
was
on
the
the
best
album.
song. I needed that. I was like, I need you to make me a copy of that now.
I never had like actual clean albums. My first like CD that I owned, because I had cassette tapes when I was a kid still. First CD that technical CD was a burned clean Eminem CD my brother made me when I in like probably first grade or something like that. But I don't know. I feel like CD wise, I didn't really actually end up buying clean ones. I remember I got Will Smith's Lost and Found for my 7th birthday. 'Cause my parents were like, "That's hip hop."
What the hell?
I'm sorry.
It was ass, dog. That's a terrible.
insane.
album.
Bro, hey, this is mad off topic, but this is going back to what you were talking about before. I, for the longest time, didn't. Well, actually, I figured it out like sooner or later once I actually heard the like, I think it was like when I was in college. Crazy enough, I never knew on Country Grammar that he said street sweeper. I just thought the whole time. I just always heard the clean version, and I just thought it was just a huge pause right there, and then he would continue the song. Bro,
They blanked out Street Sweeper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never
Well,
knew that.
because it's in reference to not.
I always thought
That's
that's going
crazy.
down,
Yeah,
down,
but yeah.
Yo Street in the
same
Range
with
Rover.
It's not the street
Baby.
sweeper you see on Woodward Avenue.
That's all I remember, bro. I never knew there was street sweeper.
Same with fuck. What am I thinking of? It's not hot in here. It's
Tip drill?
But he says like something about on his nuts or something like that. What is it? It was either. I know. But it's in the same world, right? It's like country grammar. It's like hot in here. It's like a
I don't know.
I don't know.
The funny one to me was Play by David Banner, because I did not know that was the real verse.
To the window, to the wall,
to the sweat drop down my balls.
Okay.
I didn't even believe that he actually said that until like 2 years ago. Like I'm
Oh, you thought it was just like some shit that motherfuckers like, you know how we used to like have like riddles and shit like back in the day.
It was like replaced by a different word, or it was cut out. I know
exactly what you mean. I can't really explain it either, but I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah. Like there's a lot of songs that were like that.
And that's a crazy song, too.
In the Club by 50 Cent, another one that people don't know that the verse that you hear is not the real verse.
Which one?
The chorus, well, In the Club.
Oh, In the Club?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
Yep.
No, but hey, you gotta give it to you gotta give it to these artists for like making the clean version still good enough to like.
Shit, Akon.
Yep.
I wanna love you. I seen on TikTok.
Yeah, that's a really good. That was a really good.
That's
point
a
too.
good one, bro. Because I really thought that was the original one. Nah, it's totally different.
We can all agree from many rappers, it's extremely convenient that love and fuck can rhyme in a context.
Yes.
Because that has happened a lot of times.
Yes.
Yeah, that shit sound horrible every time. No, I'm not gonna. I ain't really heard none that really flew together that was like memorable.
I don't know. I think that Akon one I think worked perfectly well.
But then they just changed the words from "fuck you" to "love you."
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were saying like somebody was rhyming those two together.
No. But in the context of changing it for the clean version, it usually rolls off pretty well.
Sensual seduction.
Yep.
What?
Sexual eruption.
Yeah, sensual seduction was way
That
better too.
song is so
that's
crazy
so true,
in the history of everything.
I swear, I'm like, why the fuck is Snoop Dogg in the disco? I don't even know what he
Shout out
was.
to Snoop for like
He doing
just
disco
trying
inferno and shit.
He did. Then he was Snoop Lion. Then he
Lion.
was Snoopadelic.
He just tried shit, man. Yeah, sensual seduction gets way too pushed under the rug.
Oh,
when
for
it was
sure.
Such a big fucking deal, you know.
I still say sensual seduction. I said it off the top of my head.
Mhm.
Everybody here.
Great
Sensual
song.
eruption is just so. It's aggressive.
It is aggressive. So you can get a sexual eruption. Like, okay, hold up, calm down, calm your ass
I feel
down.
like if you sing that shit, somebody
But
gonna be like,
you get a lot of those clean songs also because we all grew up playing games like 2K, NBA Live. I was a Tony Hawk guy. Like all those games, it was all like cut and
If
whatever.
you talked about David Banner, go back and read the lyrics for "Play" by David Banner, and as I'm telling you, it's a night and day song from the clean version to the real version of that song.
Banner has disgusting lyrics all throughout all of his albums. It's like ridiculous.
I didn't even know he was.
Bro,
I didn't even know he rapped.
Bro, then niggas like D12 and them, they just got the most egregious, nastiest, disgust, just
Dog.
anything the way. Like it's like Odd Future times 10.
I have the clean version of like My Band by D12 on that CD that my brother made me, and like once I finally heard like the real version of it, I'm like, this is a totally different song.
Night
Like,
and day.
That was a big song. That was
a huge
the
song.
Ass
D12
like
hit.
that.
Ass like that.
Yeah, Ass Like That was one of those.
I was saying, yeah,
love that
Ass
song.
Like That. There's another.
was a
Smack
great
That.
song.
Smack That
That
too.
shit was
was-
Yeah.
that was
Smack That had to get censored.
Act
super
Like That
heavy.
was my favorite song, bro. That shit is
I
so
remember-
stupid,
I,
bro.
or remember the
With
song?
that little fucking puppet.
Oh my god.
Terrible song, but remember "Fact" by Eminem?
Yep.
That
Yes.
got MTV play.
Yeah.
I think he specifically did that to get past the censorship.
Oh, he 100%.
Because he was playing with that Michael Jackson shit on Encore. Like he was real reckless at that moment.
It was him at his wildest.
At his most.
That
down-
was the most pill popping ass Eminem we had.
He didn't give a fuck.
You think? He was saying some crazy shit. But nah, that was like definitely his most legendary run. He might need to get back to the pills. What y'all think?
That's,
I'm not gonna let you lose this man's life, bro. This nigga's happy, bro. He's doing Adam Sandler movies. He's good.
Hey, Eminem got so much fucking money now. He ain't even got to rap no more. He probably just chill. Like
he could sit in a chair for the rest of his
Yeah.
life and
Eminem was supposed to go out
never-
like Ozzy Osbourne, man. He was gonna be alright. He's got to
He's
stay the
still-
course.
Kids, this is not an endorsement of doing drugs.
No, but that's the thing is like Eminem was the first artist that I ever thought like, man, I like you better on drugs. I'm sorry, but like I mean, shouts out to him. I'm glad he's healthy, but
It's like that with a lot of people, though. You just be like, man, you were so much more fun on drugs and when you was just didn't give a fuck.
yeah.
Again,
Ozzy
we do
decided-
not endorse doing drugs.
Yeah. I'm not saying that you should do it. I'm just saying that when you did do it, you were a little bit more fun.
Man, when Ozzy died like 2 weeks ago, everyone was like, I can't believe he's still alive.
Mhm.
Man.
Ozzy was wild.
I forgot about him.
Bro was
For real.
biting off bats and shit.
Ozzy was still on that. He never stopped.
No,
He still couldn't put together two
y'all remember this?
sentences.
Well,
Come on, man. Ozzy was the.
as far as his whole like shtick, definitely he was the Prince of Darkness. Like that was his whole thing. But like he got old. I saw a clip. He had that reality show, The Osbournes.
Yeah.
They had a whole segment on he just eats burritos every single day. Like that's all. And so like imagine an Ozzy going to Chipotle just kind of brings it back down to earth. You feel me? Like
All right, let me clean it up a little bit because we just went from Gunna to Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah, I was gonna say, take us back, bro.
I'm
Take us
too
back.
loud, man.
Take us back.
To y'all talking and shit. I just thought about like, how
Hey,
the
bro,
fuck
that's
did we
all what
get here?
podcast. That's what you know.
But let
that's
me
what
just,
pod's all about.
I'm just
bro.
ask y'all one more thing before we get out of here. Did anybody listen to the JID album?
Yes.
I did.
How you feel about it? I didn't listen to it, so you break it down.
So I know we had this conversation last time. JID is a great rapper. The man can put together some quality songs. He's not a superstar, and this just kind of further proves it. The album, I think the sequence, like he has some really good songs. I think he made some terrible choices for the single. Would have led with some way different songs. He comes in, you can hear he's hungry. He just doesn't have that last little bit of it to make him like that next level star. Also, and I know you got some stuff on this too, the man doesn't know how to sequence an album well. He
Hey.
doesn't.
yeah.
AP.
He this is one conference. I really wish Platty was here for this because this would be perfect. This
we
is
need
right
Platty
his
here for
bag.
this.
But JID has this thing that he does in his albums that I think sequencing wise makes it not flow together very well, where towards the middle is where he stuffs all of his slow, soft, he completely like 180s in the middle of his albums and slows it all the way the fuck down. It doesn't, it's not, you're not getting a curve, you're getting a straight 90-degree angle down in energy and all of that shit. The album objectively is good. I like the album. I'm going to listen to it again. It's good. This album, as we've talked about, was very important as far as a defining factor of whether JID can reach that superstardom, that level. And I think that this solidified that I don't think he can. I think he will, for the rest of his life, be successful off of music in the exact space that he's in. He is, I think, for the rest of his career, a theater artist, not an arena artist.
Yep.
Unless he is opening for somebody else.
He's Scottie Pippen. He's not MJ.
He is a great rapper. I think he puts songs together very well. There's a lot of worse songs I've heard than any song on this album.
Mm-hmm.
But being a superstar requires more than making good songs. It requires more than sequencing an album. You need it all.
You need that it factor.
You need the it factor.
Jay-Z has that it factor.
And
Black Thought, as good of a rapper, doesn't have that it factor.
And I think this album is confirmation that JID does not have that it factor. It's great. I think that he raps incredibly well on this album, and a lot of the songs are very good. But he starts off so strong. The first 7 songs are just one after one after one are really, really solid, good rapping. And then it just nosedives. Not that these songs are bad, but in the context of an album, you need to think of sequencing and how each song sits next to each other, right?
He cuts
Like,
left quicker than that meme or when you take it from that movie Get Out where the guy's running at night and then just turns.
Yeah,
It's
right.
exactly what it is.
Yeah, man. This doesn't change my perspective on JID as an artist. He pretty much is sitting exactly where he was last week for me.
Mm-hmm.
I consider him at where he has for like me and you particularly.
Yeah.
We were hoping to see him take it up another notch, but I think he's just going to make good music for the rest of his career. I don't think he has that superstar thing, which is fine.
Yeah,
But
it's kind of like Earth Gang. Every time they drop something new, I'm excited to listen to it. Am I thinking that one of these are going to be like the big radio hit? No, and I don't need it to be because it's just good music. It's good stuff to have on the playlist.
for sure.
Yeah, my thing when I listen to this album, my thing with Jetty, especially, and this is a perfect example with this album, it's like that annoying car ride home. It's like that annoying car ride, long car ride. It's like it starts out, you got good energy, it's fun, we're having a good time, we're excited about what's going to come, and then you get a little further into that car ride, and you're like, man, I'm fucking annoying. This is the same shit.
I don't even want a car no more.
Don't even want to be in this car no more. I just want to be done. I really
want
wish
to be
this
at
was
that
over.
location.
Yeah. And then it's like once you get to the end of it, then it starts to get okay. I'm back excited again. It's like this is cool. I'm finally here. And it's like, but once you get to your destination, it's kind of like, well, shit.
Well, and I think this relates
Well,
back
what
to our
else now?
conversation about 20-plus song albums is over 90% of the time when you're getting to that number of songs, you could say you could have cut 5 of them at least. And that's why that becomes and this is a perfect example of that. This album is longer than I expected it to be. I think if he cut it down to a 12-track-ish, cut out a lot of the fluff and kept it as, the obviously better songs on the album, it would have been a better album overall. And yeah, this relates exactly what we were talking about. It's like more in this case, quality or quantity does not outweigh quality.
No.
Yeah. I think that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, I think some of these, I mean, it sucks because that just means they don't get enough, money or like streams and stuff like that. But
And it's not
man, a lot of if he just took like you said, like 3 or 5 of them, just took them out, and you would it would make the album so much better, bro. It would just, I don't know, bro.
There's too
and he's
many
a
songs that
phenomenal,
feel like
he's a
interludes.
phenomenal artist too, bro. And that's the sucky thing. I love JID, bro. He's a phenomenal artist, great lyricist.
I can't confidently say that this is better than The Forever Story, DiCaprio
No.
2, or The Never Story.
No.
And it's like you said, it's quality music. It's good music. Listen, I'm gonna listen to it. I'm gonna have some songs that make on the playlist, and then I'm gonna probably end up forgetting about it for a little bit and come back at the end of the year like, what's our best album of the year? Like, oh right, I forgot this dropped.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't listen to it, and I'm really not that upset that I didn't listen to it because this is what I kind of expect. This sentiment that you all have towards the album. I expected this. If you go back a few episodes ago, I said this. I was gonna expect this from this album. I really wasn't expecting much. I just feel like all of the Dreamville guys are. It's like when Shazam breaks apart and then it's like, okay, these are all the kids. But when they get together and they do the Dreamville albums with J. Cole,
great.
this is great.
Mhm.
But then when they break apart, well, it's a nice kid. It's a really nice kid. She got all A's, but it's just a kid.
They have
Like
this-
JID is just the artist. He's a great artist, great. You know what I'm saying? But in this niche area, he's not gonna wow you. He's not gonna drop a classic album or anything. But it's gonna he's capable of dropping really good albums, and that's what he does. But he's never gonna.
Like, all them Dreamville guys have this problem of trying to sound too much like each other.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the beat selection on this album I could put to, which I don't particularly listen to Loot or Kaz but like these are like, and I know it's not J. Cole doing this either because J. Cole very clearly gives them immunity to whatever they want to do.
Mm-hmm.
But like they end up just sounding too much like each other, which clearly, if it hasn't worked 7 times before, it's not going to work the 8th time. You know, like
I think that's what killed Kaz, because Kaz sounded a lot like Boss, to the point where it's just like, damn, we got Boss at home.
yeah, exactly right. Yeah, 100%.
One of them is on the album, if I'm not mistaken, and that's like crazy because I'm listening to it. I'm like, damn, which one is the? I'm like, which one? I'm legit like listening to. I'm like, which one of them niggas is it?
He has the one song with Earth Gang.
Yeah,
I know
both of
Earth
them
Gang's on it.
Yeah, that was the skate song. I don't know.
But it's another song. I forgot.
I mean, I do appreciate. I like that the standard has become where we're not listing features right away because it makes you have to figure out and listen to it and decide. Like when Push came on, I was like, "Oh fuck!" I was like, "I didn't see that coming," and I said to Bryce before the show, that should have been the fucking single, knowing what was happening.
Yeah,
you know
for
what I
sure.
mean?
Yeah.
That should have been the push. That would have gotten so much publicity if was the single that got pushed.
And
If
today-
that was a single release, that would have done. It would have actually. I think a lot more people would have actually listened to it.
Right.
And what are we talking about today? Why he feels like it's okay that J. Cole apologized to Kendrick. Like that's not what this is. Why are we doing that? That's the main topic on like the blogs and shit today.
I haven't even. I haven't caught wind of that. Of course they're going. Of course they'll find a way, right? Like
They always do. But one thing I'm gonna say about JID, if I was him, I just get real comfortable where I'm at because I feel like the tier in which JID is at, you got more freedom to do what you want.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You can make the kind of music you want with no restrictions and no expectation. Not no expectations, but not as high of a standard as somebody who is a superstar. And you can still get the respect. You know what I'm saying? We got Talib Kweli's, we got Mos Def's, we got MF Doom's, Black Thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Like these are all great rappers who was able
his
to.
His lane has a lot of longevity.
You know what I'm saying? There's these are rappers who are respected in the game. They might have not been the biggest, but they made a name for themselves and they got respect.
And
in the
they still
hip-hop
touring
community.
today. They still touring and making money off the touring, which is
You know what
fine.
I'm saying?
yeah, and I think that's a big separation between a lot of people. Is like if you can just accept that this is your thing and you can just be really good at your thing instead of trying to, which we don't know. Like JID isn't vocal about like, oh, I'm trying to be a superstar or whatever. This is just something we've talked about.
Yeah, I was thinking actually he the way he's rapping, it almost seems like he's kind of like
Accepted.
I think he's accepted that. I really do think he's come to terms.
I mean, when
with,
you
know
said
what, I'm
fuck
cool
it,
right
it
here.
sounded like he accepted it to me. Like however it go. That's what it sounded like to me when
And I
Chris
like
Say
that.
said
I
that
like
shit.
that.
So
And I would
I'm
rather
not
him
surprised.
be happy and comfortable and
Yep.
do what he does very well than try to be somebody he's not and fuck it up even more. Like, you know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
this album is not bad. I don't think in any sense of the word is bad. It's just not up to the standard I wanted him to be at.
right, but that's how the game goes. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna wrap it up right here. I really enjoyed this podcast with you guys. I'm below the shit. I'm not gonna smoke next time I host. Cause I kind of zoned out a little bit while y'all was talking about JID. Everywhere, you know what I'm saying? But I really appreciate y'all for coming, you know what I'm saying?
The host with the most, man. Come on.
Host with the most. I promise next
Host with
time
the
to
roast,
do a
you
better
dig?
job. I ain't really do a good job with these notes, so I ain't much to go off of. It was a lot of freestyling, but I appreciate y'all
Hey,
so
this is
much.
amazing pod, bro.
Give it up to my mans Bryce,
Yes, sir.
Zay,
Yeah.
Zeus,
Boys all
AP
here.
on the ones and twos.
Yeah.
Sir.
And I'm your host, Biirdie. This is a Rap Cave podcast. Please like, comment, and subscribe. This is episode 82.
72.
72, and
Close
it's
enough.
exactly why we need to end it. Good night.
Peace.
Good shit.